Good morning. Thanks for coming out on such a, can't decide what type of day it'll be, but it's only fitting because we're honoring the climate action team today, so, it has to do something with the weather. I'm honored to be here today and to lead this service. And if you remember, last fall we had one of our teams, the care team, do the service, and today we have the climate action team. And can I have the members of that team just kind of stand and be recognized? We can go back several years. I'm not sure how long it was, but 3 members, really, Beck Moradini and Barb Bacon and Chris Rosenthal, really started our congregation's attention on climate action. So we really thank them for their contribution and how they continue to contribute. Now, can anyone tell me why Tuesday is an important day? That's right. I can't tell you how to vote, but I can tell you that I did vote yes, so we'll just leave it at that. And also, what's happening on Saturday, May the 2nd? Auction! And these were the words from John. I'm supposed to amaze you, the bidding opportunities are on the Give Butter site. And they ask you to register, bid, and invite a friend. So I know a lot of work has been put together on the auction team, and it promises to be a lot of fun. And have the opportunity online to bid on some things beforehand and also when you're here. And I am offering a lobster dinner and also the opportunity to create your own cocktail. So there you have it. But please support that. It's one of our fundraisers. And if you have any more questions, the information is on the website. This church is a busy place, and this week tended to be quite busy. The CAT team, I'd like to thank them and all those who attended and helped with the potluck and the film. We had a good participation as we had a speaker come in and talk about water justice. So thank you, CAT team, for that. And also, yesterday, several participated in the Adopt a Highway, and that was led by Joan, and we'd like to thank everybody who participated in that. And then a special shout out to Tammy Bass, our church administrator, to say thank you for all your work and happy birthday. And it is one of those milestones. It's her 60th, so she's very happy about that. Today, after the service, members of the CAT team will be leading a tour of our grounds, and everyone is welcome to join. So just work for that, get your coffee, and watch for them to make that happen. And now I just invite you to enter into worship, to sit back and enjoy what our CAT team has for us. We'll begin by having our choir sing, How Can I Keep From Singing?
That is one of my most favorite hymns, and I think that's the most beautiful rendition I have ever heard. Wow. Well, for our cellist lighting, we have words from Lynn Harrison, committed to respond to the call of a wounded world. We join together this day with loving hearts, hands, and minds.
Embracing the interconnected web of water, air, and earth, we light a fire of sustaining hope, ever bright with love and justice.
May we bring forth this day new wisdom, strength, and courage to create a new world, not of wealth, but of well-being.
A world of new peace and abundance for all.
As we give thanks for this earth, our shared and singular home, may we dedicate ourselves to its ongoing care.
Rising to the calls deep within us and all around us, may we respond today and always with courage and love.
Now I invite you to stand if you're able and sing from 21, For the Beauty of the Earth.
You may be seated. Good morning. I am Beck Mordini, one of the people on the core team who helped start the Climate Action Team in 2019. Today's service is offered by the Climate Action Team in honor of Earth Month. So worrying about climate change may feel like a luxury for a less volatile time, or yet another battle that our exhausted spirits just cannot take on. The Yale Program on Climate Change Communications puts it like this: it is warming. It is us. Yes, we're sure. It's bad, and we can fix it. Whether it makes the headlines or not, the planet just keeps heating up. 2023 and 24 saw a combined average temperature increase of 1.54 degrees above pre-industrial. The resulting fires, floods, heat, and drought have taken lives and livelihoods while destroying communities both close to home and around the world. Today, we are called to not only stop the temperature rise, but also to mitigate the damage already in motion, which still impacts the most vulnerable the hardest. Climate action can seem like a lot, but the good news is that it need not be a burden. Together, in community, it can be a joyful practice of connection to each other and to the earth. And that's where the Climate Action Team comes in. Founded in January of 2019 as part of our social justice commitment and guided by the 80 Solutions and Project Drawdown, I'm going to give you our mission. The Climate Action Team seeks to educate and energize MVUC members and friends to create an ecologically sustainable and just world through their actions at the church, in the wider community, and our personal lives. Right now, our social justice commitment, we march to protect immigrants, and we're in constant action to protect our democracy. But we ask everyone to also take the time to weave climate-smart actions into your daily life and join with your MVUC community to make these joyful habits. I'd also like to take a moment, if you can take a moment with me, of deep appreciation for the people in our congregation who never gave up and who have been keeping this space of action and community open through all of this. The CAP members you will hear from today and those behind the scenes. One day, when we can all breathe again, we will see that our actions are still making a difference, and we'll be ready to scale our efforts together for a safe and healthy world. Thanks.
Hi, good morning. I'm Catherine Moore with the Climate Action Team, and I'm the organizer of the Native Plant Circle. So I'm fairly new to MVUC. I started coming about 2.5 years ago, and I had recently moved from Old Town to a neighborhood nearby here, and I was curious about Mount Vernon Unitarian Church. I really didn't know anything about the Unitarian faith, but I decided to come. And I was initially very pleased by how warm and friendly everyone was, and I liked the service. And I also liked the fact that there was a climate action team. I thought that was very impressive. I noticed the solar panels on the church. I heard about the geothermal heat pump, and I just felt like this is a place where I wanted to come to church. So I joined the climate action team. And the first person that I met was Barbara Bacon. And Barbara explained to me that they were just getting ready to start an environmental series. And she asked if I would be interested in helping with that. And I said yes. And in fact, I have an idea for an environmental speaker. Why don't we invite Doug Ptolemy? So I had just finished reading 3 of his books, including Nature's Best Hope, and I was mesmerized by him. As an entomologist, he's able to speak in great detail about the codependent relationship between native plants and insects. These insects and their larvae are the source of food for many, many birds, pollinators, and small mammals. So we were able to get Doug Ptolemy as a speaker. It sold out in 2 weeks and was very successful. After that, Christian Reynolds suggested that I start a native plant circle. Well, initially I just ignored her because I felt totally unqualified to do this. But I thought about this more, and eventually I came to the conclusion that I had dabbled with native plants in my previous garden, but I really had a very superficial understanding of them. But I decided to get more serious about native plants in my new property. I had a lot of opportunity there. So I came to the conclusion that probably other people in the congregation were interested in learning more about native plants, that they wanted to do native plant gardening, but they just wanted to learn more. And so I came up with the idea of educational projects. We started out with a tour at River Farm Garden. We had a tour of Joanne and Doug Masterson's very successful native plant garden. And then we finished in December with a presentation by Betsy Martin about the Wildlife Sanctuary Program, which is part of the Northern Virginia Bird Alliance. So this year, we have 3 additional educational projects that we're going to host. And the first is actually next Saturday. At 2 p.m., Liz Train from the Northern Virginia Bird Alliance will be here, and she'll be talking about safer methods of controlling mosquito populations than using toxic sprays. She'll do a demonstration of how you can build your own, what is it called? Something of doom. Can you help me here? Bucket of doom. Yeah, she will do a demonstration of how to build a bucket of doom. And we will also have in the common area, there will be some kits so you can make your own bucket of doom. So you don't have to run around and go to Home Depot and other places. She'll have all the materials and you can build your own. So and after that, Doug McCleary will be speaking about our forests and about the history of forests in Virginia and about conservation of forests. And after that, we have a native plant tour at the home of Kayla and Nick Henricks. So we're busy. We're doing stuff. And on top of all of that, the Climate Action Team is interested in creating our own wildlife sanctuary here to attract more species that are in decline, birds and pollinators that we're losing in large numbers. For this activity, we have 2 co-ambassadors from the Wildlife Sanctuary Program. One of them is our member, Betsy Martin, and the other is someone who has recently started attending Mount Vernon Unitarian Church, Barbara Southworth, who's also one of the ambassadors from the Wildlife Sanctuary Program. So this is a long-term goal. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. We already have a head start. We have a native plant garden, but we'll continue to build on this. We have 7 beautiful acres here, lots of opportunity. So there'll be a site walk soon with our co-ambassadors, and they will be creating a report about what some of the possibilities they see are for here, for what we can do. So we'll be sharing that report for you. You'll be hearing more from us. Hopefully you can help us out when we start to really need some help with this. Thank you. Oh, I forgot to mention 2 things. One is that the nursery, our greenhouse, has some native plants for sale, in addition to the herbs and vegetables. And the other thing is that our next speaker unfortunately can't be here. With the Veterans Compost, he has a conflict today and can't be here. So, thank you.
Thank you. And now if you will join me in reciting our covenant. It's in your order of service, and you can stand, please. Love is the teaching of this church. The quest of truth is its daily task, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace to seek knowledge in freedom, to serve life in community, to the end that all souls shall grow in harmony. This is our covenant with each and with all. And now we have a real treat, Time for Ages, which has been put together by Christian Reynolds.
It's working. At a time for all ages, adults usually have something to share or explain to children. But today, we're going to talk about plastic waste. And I thought that the children of the church, who are going to live much longer than adults with the impacts of the problems of plastic pollution, might have something to tell us instead. Hello, Dorothy and Nolan. Thanks for doing this. Can you tell me why we need to worry about plastic pollution?
Yes, plastic is not like anything else on Earth. It doesn't break down naturally. So that plastic that we have will be here for 1,000 of years. There's way too much of it.
It may even be here for longer than thousands of years. No one knows for sure.
Wow, that's a big problem. What? Oh no! What's that?
That's a plastic monster. They're everywhere.
What's a plastic monster?
It's the plastic that becomes trash. It's easy to find plastic trash when you go anywhere, but it's really hard to not see plastic trash. Try it.
So if I go on a walk or anywhere, you think I would be seeing plastic trash? That's sad. What should we do?
Think of the 5 R's.
What are the 5 R's?
They are a list of things to do in order of how much they help with the problem.
I see. Tell us more.
The first R is refuse. That means don't take things even if they're given to you, like straws or free stuff at events or grocery store plastic bags.
Good idea. So bring your own bags to the store, but refuse other things based on plastic.
Right, and look, the plastic monster just got a little bit smaller.
What's the second R?
Reuse. Using plastic just once and throwing it away is the worst.
No. Oh, that's Dorothy. Sorry.
We had a mix-up right there. Reduce. Think about if you really need something when you are at a store or ordering online. It's easy to buy too much. Reduce saves money too.
Saving money is always a plus. I like it. And the plastic monster just got smaller. What's the third R?
Reuse. Using plastic just once and throwing it away is the worst.
Ah, reuse. Using something only once that will last almost forever doesn't make a lot of sense. And the fourth R?
Recycle.
Finally! I kept waiting for recycling. Why is it so low on the list? Isn't it a really good way to get rid of plastic?
Well, there's a lot of problems with recycling. People put a lot in recycling that can't be recycled. That messes everything up. Plus, you can only recycle plastic once to a worse plastic.
Oh no. So if I put a plastic bottle in recycling, it doesn't become another bottle? I thought it could be recycled endlessly.
Nope, only once.
So what's the final R?
Rubbish, which is another word for throwing it away. And look how small the plastic monster is now. Is there someone who can throw it away?
Anyone? All right. Go for it, Dorothy. Ooh. just throw away the whole thing. What good sports. They did a great job. Thank you, Dorothy and Nolan and the plastic monster.
Thank you. That was educational and also entertaining, which is two of the best things possible. And now I invite you to come forward and light a candle, either a sorrow or a joy. Make sure you form two lines, and now the time is for you to do that. join in singing our children out as they go to their classes.
Well, good morning. I'm Barbara Jacobs. As Reverend Dave mentioned earlier, Cat Cinema relaunched its film series. It started online during the pandemic, and on Friday night, we relaunched it with Upstream Downriver, which was a water justice project that began with a half-hour film for the 50th anniversary of the Clean Water Act and grew into the one-hour film that we saw on Friday night. The film has been selected by over a dozen festivals. It has had over 1,200 airings on public television, and we were thrilled to have Maggie Burnett-Stogner, the award-winning documentary filmmaker, American University Film and Media professor, and head of AU's Environmental Film Institute with us on Friday night, and she answered questions from the audience. It was a delightful time. The film itself, which you can see on PBS, focuses on frontline activists, mobilizing communities and finding solutions in the fight for water equity and justice. On Tuesday, she's launching a Women Water Warrior series on YouTube, so more opportunities to learn. Our next CAT film, which continues the water theme, will be on June 27th, and it's called Water is Love, which follows a group of young people grappling with the climate crisis. We hope to make this a hybrid event, but please stay tuned. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Donna Gold. Many of you are aware that our congregation has been active in Faith Alliance for Climate Solutions for several years, and that it's one of our Share the Plate organizations. Created 10 years ago, the organization is known by the friendly acronym FACTS. It currently has 3,000 supporters and multiple faith communities participating in what are called hubs based on the county or city they're located in. There are 5 hubs stretching from Loudoun County south to Harrisonburg. So virtually any place people in this church live, there's a hub near you. FACTS is comprised of people of faith and like-minded, unaffiliated friends. It's become a dynamic and influential presence in Northern Virginia because of the power of a great idea, that people of faith acting together on a nonpartisan basis can advance local solutions to the urgent moral challenge of climate change. I now serve as the co-lead for the hub in the city of Alexandria. I'd been active in it for about 2 years when I was asked to step up and lead. Fortunately, I have a co-lead who is well steeped in environmental policy and practice, so he fills in from my lack of deep knowledge. I bring organizational skills and a lot of enthusiasm. Yes, I am retired, but time is still very precious. And so the question is, why do I do this? I began my work leading the Alexandria Hub 2 years before the advent of the worst environmental administration in history. So while I was So while I was and still am horrified about the devastating actions being taken at the federal level, at least I was poised, lost my place. At least I was poised to work in my local community. I am so grateful for this experience because I believe to fully love ourselves, we must love the earth, and we must protect her. I am regularly moved by working with others that care deeply about climate change and who join me in actively working to address it through local and state policy. I am inspired by nature's amazing resilience against high odds, and know there is a lesson for us two-legged creatures in that. So I urge you to consider what you personally might do to engage in advocacy for the earth. There are many ways to make an impact, and this is one of them. You don't have to be a leader, you just have to care and act in whatever way is possible for you. But you do have to act. For all of us and for our children and for our grandchildren. Just remember what the poet Rumi said. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. Thank you.
Now we come to the time in our service opportunity for our offering. Our Share the Plate this month is with Neighborhood Health. And I just invite you to give generously, and may the ushers come forward as we now take our offering.
Good morning. Heather and I are here today to talk about some of the major efforts we've made in the last few years to move MVUC towards energy net zero. For those of you who are not familiar with that term, net zero is when all the energy going in a property is added and all the energy sent off of the property is subtracted. Then the net sum is zero or less than zero. Based on the research I did between 2017 and 2020, the church made an average of 55 tons of CO2 per year.
If you're like me, that description doesn't mean very much. But 55 tons is about equal to the emissions of 13 gas-powered cars driving continuously for 1 year, or one gas-powered vehicle driving for 140,000 miles.
So church members, having read the report, thought that before we started spending serious money to improve things, we needed a professional energy audit. In the spring of 2024, we chose Home Energy Medics to conduct the audit. They had lots of great recommendations on how to improve the energy use of our buildings. It turned out that one of the best places to spend money was in the insulation of the attic spaces of Holland Hall. After getting a number of quotes, we chose Prudent Homes to handle the insulation work and Home Energy Medics to improve the efficiency of the ductwork.
Truth is, this got to be a little challenging because River Farm Forest School was getting ready to move into Holland Hall right around the same time. So we were very lucky to have Tammy helping with the scheduling and being on site with the contractors and the willingness of River Farm to help us accommodate the work. I want to mention that almost half of the cost of the audit was covered by a rebate program from the Fairfax County Office of Environmental and Energy Coordination. And we were also able to get a rebate from them for the work in Holland Hall. So the work there was finished in September 2024 at a cost of about $40,000, with about $10,000 received from the Fairfax County Office of Environmental and Energy Coordination. We knew that the HVAC systems for Holland Hall were getting to the end of their lifespan. In fact, 2 of them failed in spring 2025. And so we also had Home Energy Medics conduct an energy load analysis that helped Dave to estimate the Holland Hall HVAC replacement.
Yes, they did. I redid the calculations, though, and discovered that the heating capacity of the existing HVAC system could be even further reduced. So whereas we originally had 28 tons of heating capacity, now we have 13 tons. After considering multiple quotes, a HVAC selection team chose Kraft, the company that had been doing the maintenance for the buildings in their HVAC system, for the replacement of all but one of the HVAC units. I specified the equipment, and we eliminated 5 of the 6 gas furnaces and went with the best, most efficient heat pumps on the market for all the heat pumps. These heat pumps have an expected lifespan of 25 years. We left 1 gas furnace to ensure that with an extended electrical power outage, with very cold weather, we can keep the pipes from freezing. That's important for making a resilient system.
Around that time, I cut back on volunteering with the Energy Efficiency Task Force, but I know that you have not stopped working through the suggestions from the initial audit. What else has been happening?
Well, Tammy was working with the ground source heat pump manufacturer, American Geothermal, to save on heating and cooling costs in the meeting house. By reducing the outside air the system was drawing inside every hour of every day. This recommendation came from the energy audit. Thermostat use has also been adjusted. Heat pumps with resistance heat backup, like the meeting house, are more efficiently operated if the thermostats are left alone. We should leave them like Derek and Tammy have set them. And maybe to round it out, I installed heat tape on the greenhouse water pipes. Now the greenhouse group doesn't need to have to run the greenhouse oil furnace during most of the winter to keep the pipes from freezing. We are waiting for more bills to come in, but year over year, from 2024 to 2025, over 6 months, including the summer months, when the electrical bills are the highest, the electrical use for the campus went down 30%.
%30, that is great news. So, what's next?
Wow, in the future, our carriage house upgrades. It needs to be insulated and have the existing baseboard electric updated with heat pumps to reduce energy costs to less than 50% of what they are now. Air sealing the basement of Holland Hall has been approved, and may take a year to do.
So I'm under the impression that River Farm Forest School has offered to help pay for some of the upgrades and improvements, and that would be fantastic. Of course, to make net zero, we're going to need to add solar panels. And all these other energy efficient changes should mean that we don't need to add quite so many. But I know that the 2024 energy audit turned up some needed fixes to the existing system.
Yes. Yes, indeed. And we are going to have a church-wide meeting soon to discuss the solar plans for MVUC. That will be in May. Costs, where to put the panels, the works. Of course, money for these things that the church pays anyway, all comes from donations. And we in the CAT team thank all the members for their generosity and respect you for your forthright choices for the future of MVUC and humanity.
As we walk away from fear, as we try to find our way, life goes on all around us, and you'll find you're not alone. Sing mama, as we wait from this dream.
Hello again. As you can see, CAT has accomplished quite a lot this year. I hope you've been impressed with the dedication, creativity, and breadth of actions and events of this talented team. Climate change and plastic pollution threaten the health and well-being of people, wildlife, and plants around the globe. It's overwhelming. But I have seen again and again that the small differences that we have made have inspired others in the community, in other churches, and beyond. Our work has made an exponential impact. Because you and we have different interests and time constraints, we offer a variety of events and initiatives. For those who crave community, we had a potluck Friday night with a film showing. For those who want to understand the issues better, we sponsor informative talks and tours, some after church, like today, some other days of the week, and some available online. For those who can't manage one more event, you can bring your food waste to be composted. But don't forget, it's supported entirely by donations, and your batteries to be recycled. Or you can support the work to decarbonize the church with a targeted donation. Please stop by the cat table Sundays during coffee hour to learn more. It's not just for visitors. Speaking of visitors, we have made a concerted effort to open up our offerings to community members, and it is working. At recent events, like the well-attended Repair Cafe and the program on creating a backyard wildlife habitat, there were more community members than church members. They know about us, they're interested, and they're coming. And some are even joining the church. If they know, then you should too. Therefore, my challenge to you is to find the part of CAT that speaks to you, your personality, your interests, your ability. Read the Windmill Weekly and visit the CAT table to get to know what events are coming up. Take today's tour of the gardens. It's going to be inspirational. Sign up for the CAT members' email list. Invite friends to join you at an event. Spread the word. You might even be called to become an active CAT member, and we will happily welcome you with open arms. Because there is no doubt about climate change. Scientists agree. The problem of climate change is real, it's bad, and it's because of us. Thankfully, scientists also agree there's hope as long as we tackle it together. Thank you.
Let's hear a big round of applause for the CAT team. So, you know, when I asked them to do this, they were kind of surprised, I guess, but I just think it's important that you know as a congregation that there is work that people do and that we are out there being very active in the community and also making a difference. So thank you for what your contributions were today. Let's now stand, if you're able, to sing our closing hymn, number 1064, Blue Boat Home.
Standing on these mountains and plains,
and saying the words as we extinguish the chalice. We extinguish the flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitments. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. As we leave the place today, may you carry not just concern, but commitment. The earth is asking for our presence, our courage, our care, our willingness to act. Let us plant seeds of change, stand together in hope, and choose love over fear. Go now with open eyes and steady hearts, ready to help and shape a more just and sustainable world. The future is not yet written. Let us write it together. Thank you, CAT team, for your words. And after the service, just remember that members of the team will be leading a tour of our grounds, and all are welcome to join. Go now in peace. May it be so.